volunteers you see here put their heart and soul into making PHX Startup Week happen. I'm telling you, I've done it for a few years. It is a marathon. Thank you guys so much for having us. This is awesome. We're here at the Sun Devil Stadium. Yeah!
First stadium gig.
First stadium gig.
You guys are here, so.
Box seats, baby. Yeah. My name's Forbes. You may know me as the Venture Cafe Phoenix guy. I got started at PHX Startup Week about 6 years ago, and now I'm really looking forward to building the entrepreneurship and innovation ecosystem here in Phoenix, both with Venture Cafe Phoenix and with also the Change Agent Academy, which we're going to talk a little bit more about. This is my man, Aaron Bear. We met at Arizona State. He's the entrepreneur in residence. That was an entrepreneurship and innovation fellow. He's my mentor. He's my co-author. He's the guy that we built the Change Agent Academy around his methodology of what is a change agent. He's worked with over 500 different companies in over 100 countries, helping companies think bigger and building change agents. So, Aaron, if you want to talk a little more about what a change agent is, or?
Yeah, so change agent is someone that can see into the future now. And there's someone that can take a step into that future in whatever community or ecosystem you're in, there's a change agent. Otherwise, that ecosystem dies. So a lot of you that are here that want to learn and kind of step into that future, whatever industry or organization, or even your family or friends group, you could be the change agent. And part of that is pushing that group forward to think bigger, to think exponential. And it only takes a couple people to really change the world and start to create a movement, whether it's a company, if you're pitching something, or it's a movement to really change how people view a certain situation. It only takes a few of us to do that. And that is really what the Change Agent Academy is to really help people embrace those habits, those attitudes, find the obstacles that you want to focus on, as well as being in the moment and knowing that your goals will always get bigger. And then last but not least is know that we're all one, we're all energy. So in here today, we're going to share a room of energy. We're going to play with that a little bit. We're going to have fun with it.
Yeah, and so we're going to talk a little bit more about the 7 universal truths that kind of go into what we built the Change Agent Academy around. Before we do that, I just want to give a disclaimer. The Change Agent Academy is not an improv school or anything like that, okay? Yeah, all right, got it. So,
does everyone know what improv is? What's improv?
Yeah, that's it. Improv is a direct correlation to life, okay? It may seem silly that we're going to be up here doing improv, but we're flipping keynotes on their head because improv has so many universal applications. There's 5 main rules of improv. The first is yes and, okay? That means you accept what your partner gives you, what the world gives you. You have to just take it in stride. The second rule of improv is you build, okay? So you take what somebody gave you in your scene, and then you add new information to it. You build to it. You take what the world gives you, and you build on it. Okay? The third is you don't deny. That goes back to the first rule, yes and. The third rule, no. You don't say no, okay? That doesn't get anybody anywhere, all right? It's a parallel for life. The fourth rule is you're mindful, you're present, you're listening. Improv is all listening. We don't know how any of this is going to go today, okay? And that's the whole point. And then the fifth rule of improv is that you use your top of your intelligence, okay? So the show that you're going to see today, it's clean and clever. All right?
Well, as much as it can.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys put down in your suggestions for your confessions. We're going to figure that out, okay? But the idea of clean and clever, it isn't that necessarily like, dirty humor or bad words is not a part of comedy. What it means is that you use the top of your intelligence, so you're not punching down, you're not taking the low-hanging fruit. We hold ourselves to a high standard, okay? So the 5 rules of improv, directly apply to life, boom, you just learned something you didn't know you were going to learn today. Sound good? Yeah! Yes!
Everyone here, if you haven't filled out a card, even if you have, you're going to participate in this in some way or another.
Yes.
You're going to feel the energy of this.
We are only as good as you are. So, like I said, we have 7 universal truths. Aaron's going to quickly explain what a universal truth is, and then we're going to get started with the first one.
Yeah, so during my time writing this book, I was a facilitator, and I would go into companies, and I literally take like the board of directors of Daimler, Mercedes-Benz, take them to Stuttgart or Singapore or Tel Aviv. We visit all these exponential companies and have them learn. So for 15 years, I was like taking these notes, like someday I'm going to write a book. And so March 2020, we talked, the world shuts down. I had 12 facilitations scheduled for that year to travel around the world. Obviously, that all got canceled. But during that time, I had these notes, and Forbes was a former student of mine, and honestly just kept showing up on my doorstep saying, how can I help? How can I help?
I was running a bar during COVID, so that also got shut down. So I called him, I was like, yo, what are we going to do, man?
So he ends up being my neighbor soon, like a few weeks later. And then this book had 1,200 pages of notes, and what I really saw in there after we kind of got to what's in the book is there was a leftover piece, and there was this 7 universal truths that I saw when I was in a room with Elon Musk or Bill Gates or one of these exponential leaders that literally just thought differently than everyone else in that room. Felt the energy was different than everyone else in that room. So in that, I really started thinking about, okay, what I'll say the change agent mindset? Because everything they apply their mind to changes. They change when they walk into a room, and I saw it over and over again. I've even been on the phone with I never get his name, Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg. Okay. I was on the phone for literally 30 seconds. We had this whole hour-long call. He gets on the phone for 30 seconds. I'm pitching him an idea it was the time I had a job board and we were going to integrate with Facebook, and we was talking to all the right people. I was making all the right strides. I had a venture capital at Sandhill. I literally pitched him. 3 seconds later, he's like, we're not going to ever be in the job board business. The energy changed on that call. But in that, these 7 universal truths, we'll kind of walk through them, and we're going to put some experimentation so you guys can actually see them in action.
Yeah. So the first truth is you are always right. To think is to create. Your thoughts will inevitably create the results. So you want to explain what that means a little bit more, and then we'll talk about how we're going to show that?
Yeah, so think is to create. A lot of you, we're going to play a little game of self-talk, right? So what you say outwardly is not your inner dialogue. Is everyone congruent with what they say outward is what their little inner dialogue? You might have 2 inner dialogues. Some of you might have 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to play with that a little bit to kind of showcase this. And I want you to understand is think about all these stories as your life. Put yourself in one of these characters, because we're not going to play ourselves. We're going to play characters throughout this. But it really is putting yourself where you realize is what you're putting energy out in the world. When you say, I'm going to start a $1 billion company, I'm going to go make this pitch and it's incredible, you're telling that to your team. But then you're back there having your own inner voice saying, we're never going to do it, we're never going to do it, or whatever, you're stupid, or whatever limiting belief you have, whatever, okay. Struck a chord with some people in there. So some people kind of hear that little voice, whatever that's saying, we're going to play with that a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so this first game is called the self-talk audit. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be acting out a one-person scene. Okay? I'm not going to be talking. Aaron is going to be serving as my self-talk. All right?
I'm his inner voice.
He's been really excited about this game.
Because I actually imagine what Forbes self-talk is, so now I get to play it out.
So
we've never done this before, though.
We're going to run through this scene. So what I need a suggestion from the audience of an activity that wouldn't be weird if you're doing it alone. A single-person activity. Just go ahead and shout them out. Things that you'd be doing alone.
You're at the beach.
I'm at the beach. I need an activity, though.
Push-ups.
Reading.
Push-ups? I'm not going to do push-ups for entire...
I love that. We're not going to do push-ups.
We got it. I got a lot of self-talk on push-ups, man. All right. We'll do exercise. Cool. All right. So this is self-talk audit.
It would be a very short scene of push-ups, okay?
All right.
I don't even know about jumping jacks in 2 minutes.
I'm exercising. This is my self-talk audit.
I can do this. I can do this. Oh, man. Legs cramp. Oh, gotta stretch it, gotta stretch it. Oh, I shouldn't have walked in the park yesterday. Oh, ran for that dog. How stupid am I? I'm never going to be an athlete. Like, I don't even know what to do. What am I going to do here all day? I don't know why I'm talking out of the side of my mouth. I think I'm talking like Ford. But, they're not there anymore. I haven't been to the gym in months. They wonder if it's missed me. Oh, I think that trainer over there is checking me out. Oh, maybe she's going to come over. I don't know. Maybe she likes my form. Maybe she doesn't. I don't think she does. Oh. All right. I think I'll go over here and do some push-ups. Maybe at least 50. Oh, maybe 1, 2. I think I can do 5. Oh, all right, Brad, more breath. I don't think I can do 5. All right, let me roll over and just act like I'm doing sit-ups now. Just act like it's a routine. All right. 1001. Well, abs are flabby Abby. Come on. All right, why do I come to the gym? All right, I think I should go home. All right, is it time to go home now? I think it's time to go.
All right. That was a bad workout, right?
It's really hard for me to keep it clean because I know the monsters in Forbes' heads are really dirty, so it was really refraining it.
Now we're going to run it back with a new mindset, a change agent mindset, one of positive self-talk. All right? You're going to
Really having to push it.
all right, cool. See, that's self-talk. All right, ready? Here I am in the gym, change agent mindset.
I'm excited! Woo! Day to day. And miracle tomorrow. Gotta get going. This is 400 days in a row. Stretch. Doing good. Oh, yeah, muscles are peaking. Woo! Yeah, let me stretch. Oh, man, I still got it. Yeah, it was fun last night, man. I'm just gonna take that energy right into the gym. Okay, I'm gonna do 5 really quick push-ups. Just because oh, yeah. No, wait, 40 push-ups. There's the trainer over there. Trainer's just checking me out. Oh, she's actually taking a picture of me. Maybe I should post for her. Wow. That's my good angle. That's my good angle. Okay, now it's my good angle. So now, okay, let me do these push-ups for her, okay? 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. All right. Now let me roll over and do some sit-ups real quick. I'm doing 1 arm, 0 arm push-ups. Clap my hands. Now I'm going to do, all right, let's do some butterfly sit-ups. Yeah, there we go. All right, today's the day. I'm going to have the best day ever. Woo! Oh.
So my physical fitness did not change at all, right? But you could just tell by my energy and the confidence.
Well, until the end.
Well, yeah. but I was trying something new because I was like, I'm feeling myself. I'm just going to throw myself up like Jason Bourne. Yeah. But the idea behind that game, to tie back to the universal truth, is the power of self-talk. It applies not just professionally, but personally.
Yeah, so I think what you want to think about is when you walk in any situation, this is how it can relate to you outside of the gym. It can help you in the gym. I'll actually say people that are in the Change Agents Academy all go to the gym more regularly because they really are managing their self-talk. It's just getting to the gym sometimes is what your self-talk is hitting. It's really keeping you in bed or all these other things. But when you want to do anything, and this goes to a startup, it goes to raising money or anything, it is about the talk. And we're going to play a little game later about how to pitch and raise money. I've raised a lot of money, and it really has to do with your language and confidence and really managing your self-talk. So we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Well, and the gym is one of the most personal or most important habits for me, and I think for a lot of the other change agents. And that's the second universal truth. We are our habits. So, I mean, you say
gotta get to the gym more, but
it's because I worked out earlier this morning, okay? But so
self-talk.
We are our habits. How we spend our days is how we spend our lives. Focusing on our habits and putting in the work help us reach our goals, right? Yeah. So, in the Change Agent Academy, everybody has a buddy. And the buddy system is really important because with a buddy, you have somebody to hold you accountable, and you get to learn by holding somebody else accountable. See one, do one, teach one, the learning methodology that many schools use. We use that in our buddy system. So, for this, we're going to play an improv game called Buddies. So the way that this game is going to work, Aaron and I are two different change agents. We're having our accountability meeting, hanging out, talking about what we've been working on. But it's not just going to be us. So we actually need 2 audience participants, 2 volunteers. And what you're going to do, I love that you're volunteering, you don't even know what this is. What you're going to be doing is you're going to come up here, and we're going to play essentially Mad Libs. So Aaron and I will be up here, and we'll blank on a word, and we'll lean on
what Mad Libs are?
Mad Libs, fill in the blank, noun, adjective, verb, So, like, for example, my favorite sandwich is, pastrami. Yeah, my favorite sandwich is pastrami. That's crazy that you guys, wow, energy, insane. Yeah.
That's called mind melt.
Right there. Can I have 2 audience participants? I got one right here, Anybody else want to come up here? Brave. Right here. There you go. Awesome. Keep it up. What's your name? Lucas, I'm Forbes. Claire, I'm Forbes. This is Aaron. I'm gonna take you go with Aaron, you'll be with me. Okay? So the way this scene's gonna work, you're gonna take a seat there. You can just stand or you can grab that chair. Yeah. This is improv, this is the whole thing. So Aaron and I are gonna be having a conversation. We lean on you, we'll do this gesture, we might say a couple times, and you're just gonna say the first thing comes to your mind. Okay? Don't overthink. This doesn't
Whatever comes to your mind.
whatever comes to your mind, whatever you got. Whatever you got, Claire. Okay? Lucas, you ready? Okay, cool. For this scene, I need a suggestion of a setting. A setting where Aaron and I. Huh?
Golf course.
That's great. Okay, golf course. Alright, so this is buddies here on the golf course.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
Been working on a long drives on the practice range all morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I want to get better at
Doing push-ups.
doing push-ups so that I can hit the ball longer.
Did you just get those muscles in on the driving range?
Yeah. What you been up to?
Well,
Did you not talk while I'm playing? Did you move?
dude. Nice.
Push-ups are working.
Yeah.
You
You have been in the driving range all morning. Jeez, I woke up, the first thing I did was read. Because I'm in the gym for my brain.
What were you reading?
I was reading my favorite magazine called Wired.
Wired.
Yeah.
What's that going to do for you?
Well, I read this piece talking about how new security technology is going to lead to the downfall of big things.
Okay, big banks. Can you hear?
Oh, sorry.
Hold these people.
But anyways, I was telling you, we have our habits, right? And I told you I wanted to go.
Are you left-handed?
I've always been left-handed. It's about, doing it for the audience, right? So,
This is. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you back.
it doesn't matter. Crush that thing. Look at that.
Tree.
Yeah, bro. But anyways, man, I told you I wanted to go. I wanted to read every day as part of my new habit, And the way that I do that is I make sure I set up a ritual and a routine for the habit, and I have a trigger. So that means that before I go to bed, I make sure that the thing that I leave out on my nightstand is a cup of water. Yeah, I'm hydrated because I'm in the gym for my brain.
Oh yeah. I heard one time that with a cup of water you could put a Post-it on it, and it would remind you what to think. The first thought in your mind would be that thought.
Oh, what'd you put on yours?
I put do push-ups and the Bible. Because God's on my side. Did you see my drive?
Yeah. That was.
Maybe God can hit for one iron straight. We all know that.
You're so right. But I want to ask you because at our last accountability meeting, and you can play through. At our last accountability meeting, you were saying that you were really kind of struggling with your night times. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. It was before I go to bed, I'd always be doing Netflix.
Nice. What were you watching?
I was chilling and watching.
Dirty shows.
Chilling, watching dirty shows. Keep me up late, mind just really active, and then when I go to bed, I later will go to sleep.
What do you dream about?
What do I dream about?
All my favorite shows.
All my favorite shows, I like to act them out in bed, and then it's like all night long I'm up, and then it's like the morning comes and the sun rises, and I
Start watching Mr. Rogers.
And I start watching this.
You watch a lot of TV. That's cool. So when you're fixing your routine, you making any changes? I mean, I'm holding you accountable here.
I was on the range earlier doing push-ups.
Yeah, but we're talking about your nighttime. What are you doing at night? You still watching your 30 shows at night, or? I have a suggestion.
I did last night.
I met this neighbor.
Put your bag down.
Yeah,
you don't have to hold it. I mean,
yeah.
We let everybody play through, for goodness sakes.
I met this neighbor, and he's a really early. They're just playing through anyways. So this guy goes to sleep really early, and he said that the secret to life is to make sure that you go to sleep early, so that throughout the day you have more fun. He has so much fun. He has the most fun I've ever seen. So maybe you'd have more fun if you went to bed at night.
Okay. Well, after I watched Mr. Rogers, I
wrote my top 3 goals.
wrote my top 3 goals.
This is so wholesome.
Yeah, my top 3 goals are
Eating more cheeseburgers.
Eating more cheeseburgers. Love that. Love that, dude. Good for you.
Petting dogs.
Okay. Petting dogs. Okay.
love to pet dogs.
Yep. Cheeseburgers and dogs, man.
Making $1 million.
Making $1 million.
Nice.
That's my half. I'm gonna go out and do that.
And I think if you eat enough cheeseburgers and pet enough dogs, you'll have enough fun to make $1 million.
Yeah. I really want to pick up some of your habits, though.
Well,
I'm gonna skip out this round now. I'm gonna head home.
okay.
I'll put a water by my bed.
Before we leave, let's create some action items. How can I support you in how you eat your cheeseburgers and pet the dogs and make $1 million? Like, would it help you if I woke up and the first thing I texted you every morning was eat cheeseburgers? I mean, that's kind of obvious, but you know what? That's too simple.
I'm gonna put it on a post-it on my water.
What do you need to do? Oh, you can post it on your water.
Put on cheeseburgers.
Eat cheeseburgers. What do you need to do? And what's the last thing to do?
Then I
have a suggestion.
What is it? I'm gonna make $1 million by eating cheeseburgers.
Do your best. That would be.
Maybe I should start a company in cheeseburgers.
Now that's.
Now I should maybe combine my habits. And then all of a sudden stop playing golf. Then maybe I should hire you as a coach.
Okay. And then we'll have a really dog-friendly cheeseburger $1 million.
No. Dogs can eat cheeseburgers with their owners. Everybody wants to eat cheeseburgers with their dogs.
Yeah.
Right?
What are you talking to? It's just us on the green.
No, the people in the clubhouse.
All right, see. Okay. How's all of you? The third truth that most we ever thoughts, most we ever habits, it's about how we respond to stuff. Attitude is everything. And you want to talk a little bit more about that and how we write? Or?
Yeah, so part of attitude, I mean, I think this is a given. Attitude's everything. And number one, you're always right, as well as your habits, really lead your attitude and how you spend your time. And the real thing about attitude is really the story you tell yourself. So how we really framed it up in the Change Agent Academy is that you're on a hero's journey. And the story you tell yourself, you're writing chapters.
Every day is a new episode. Every year is a new season. And even though we look like we're in the 35th season of the Forbes show, we're actually in the 28th season. Okay? Thank you for being alive.
I don't think you want to thank them. I think you wanted to thank the people that didn't.
Everyone else is like, he looks 35. That's what everyone else is. Yeah. But yeah, well, so to do that, to write every episode and every day, you get some intentionality out of your life, but it's a lot of work, and life is more fun when you get to play characters. So the Change Agent Academy, we encourage people to develop a character that they get to live out to be every day. You want to talk about yours?
Yeah. So, fortunate enough, when I grew up young, it's actually coming back. Indiana Jones is coming back. You guys know this, right? So I grew up wanting to be Harrison Ford. A lot of people did. I actually had a hat. I actually put it on as a kid. I don't have a hat anymore. I was a good hat. But anyways, I'm actually from Indiana, so I call myself Indiana Bear.
What does that do for you?
It's going to make me a cheeseburger millionaire is what it's going to do for me. But in my life, I've been very adventurous and kind of stepped into across fear into unknown and learn and grow. And that's kind of part of it, is continually learning and growing. And that is stepping outside of your fear. And that's what I took to Harrison Ford. No matter what the obstacle was, he was going to step into it. He was going to lean into that and actually find his way to whatever he was going to accomplish. When all obstacles were against him, and that led me on a journey to, and then I just bounced around the world, and I've been to 100 countries, going out and having adventures, because I actually, when I wake up, I think, what is the adventure I'm going to go on today? My goal is not to have snakes in adventure, which, I think that was his fear as well. So,
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, what about you, Forbes?
Well, I'm just Mr. Lucky. Okay, I'm just Johnny on the spot. It always works out for me. I don't have bad luck. And so my writer is Forbes Gump. Life's like lost chocolates. You know, you never know which one you're gonna get, right? And it works out. Like last season, 2 episodes in a row. This is a true story. 2 episodes in a row, I got mugged. Yeah, right. And I've never been mugged before. You know, my first thought the second time was no way. And then my second thought was, I can handle this. This isn't my first rodeo. You know? But I told all my friends. Remember, I told all my friends. What did all my friends say?
Man, you're lucky.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have bad luck. I'm Forbes Gump. Maybe I just look like I have a lot of money. Okay? Or maybe I just look like I can get easily beat up. I get it. From the right angle, I look like a young Bill Gates.
Or not so young Gates.
Half of them are like, he doesn't. The other half of them are like, I could beat him up. Yeah, right. It's a self-fulfilling thing. But I wasn't always Forbes Gump, just like how you weren't always Indiana Bear. Like, before I became Forbes Gump, I had this writer in my head, and I had to fire this writer, because this writer almost killed me, you know? It was Eeyore, you know, the suicidal donkey from Winnie the Pooh. You know? Yeah, that was okay, this is where everyone gets weird. All right, don't be weird, okay? It's a true story, you know how it ends, I'm right here, all right? So I was going to jump off this bridge, right? They always get weird, okay? This is a true story. I'm telling you because I fired that writer. Okay, we got rid of him. But you know, all my friends were like, "Don't do it," so I didn't. And then my mom picks me up and she's driving me to the hospital. That's an awkward car ride, right? The radio's off, windows are up. She's making like the world's worst small talk. You know, she's like, "So, what bridge are you gonna jump off?" I was like, "The one in the park." She's like, "That's a nice bridge. I like that bridge." And I'll never forget. She goes, "You know, I don't think that ball would have killed you." Oh, if you think it's weird now, buckle up. Or as they say in psych ward, strap in. You know. You know they take your shoelaces when you're in there? Love the positive affirmation. That's a yes and right there. I just showed up psych ward and I was like, "Hey, you know, I'm just kind of going through some stuff." And the nurse was like, "Really proud of you for coming in. We'll get you in to see the doctor. Take care of, you know, get you right out of here." I was like, "Sweet." Then I go to the back of the hospital. I'm like, "When do I see the doctor?" She goes, "Tuesday." I'm like, "That's really misleading." Yeah, it seemed like I was going to go see the doctor right now, right? So then I'm sitting there, and she's like, "Do you want some nicotine gum? You seem a little fussy." It's like, "Yeah, Shannon, of course I'm fussy." The psych ward and I have shoelaces. So anyways, I spent the whole weekend in the psych ward, like just sitting around, just looking at everybody like, "Look at these crazy people." You know, right? Like I spent the whole weekend doing that. Then I went and I saw the doctor. I was like, "Hey, doc, I appreciate the help, but you know, I don't really belong here with these people." He was like, "Yeah, man, that's what they all say." So after that, I fired Eeyore, and that's when I became Forbes Gump.
You rewrote your story, right?
Exactly.
You turned the chapter, rewrote your story, and you moved on.
Yeah. You look at me now, huh?
Happy-go-lucky.
Just awkward laughter. Yeah, no. Happy-go-lucky, yeah. But it's what you say when we do this in the Change Agent Academy. It's about the red wagon.
Yeah. So I wasn't always Indiana Bear, out there to be adventurous, stepping into fear, traveling, doing things that, you know, I could only dream of. Really, when I was a kid, and I think everyone, this is a parable for a lot of people, and we teach this, is we all get did everyone have a little red wagon? Anyone have a little red wagon when they were a kid?
Radio flyer,
right? Well, when you're a kid and you have this little red wagon and you're carrying it around, right? You're a little kid, it's empty. And every day you wake up and you get to fill it up with your dreams. You can do anything you want. As a little kid, it's really exciting to have this wagon that just it serves you in all your different purposes. Then along comes life, and the teacher says something that kind of knocks you down a little bit. And you know, some shit happens, right? Falls out on the ground. And your little red wagon's like, you're carrying it around. You're like, "I don't want to leave that alone. I want to take that with me." And that's a limiting belief, or it's trauma, or it's, so you pick this up and you put it in your wagon. Sooner or later, life goes on. All of a sudden, the wagon's filling up and it's getting heavy.
It's full of.
Yeah. So, as it gets heavy, it's so overflowing that all of a sudden, if you hit a little bump, some shit falls out, right? Instead of letting it go, oh no, I can't let it go. I want to keep that. We don't ask ourselves.
At this point.
Yeah, we don't ask ourselves, is that serving us well or is it not serving us well? It's like, let me pick that up and put it back in the red wagon. So I take that along, and sooner or later you have to realize is that you're not able to do anything. And this just goes to, in life, like, if we keep carrying around all the traumas, limiting beliefs, regrets, self-talk, we believe the things that someone has taught us to knock us down, it's going to hold us into a very small world. If we want to expand that world, we have to start thinking about, how do I get this wagon empty again so I can see my potential again? So I can see that I can step out into the world and do anything I want. Because whether you know it or not, right now is the most important moment of your life. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that. Your past is gone. You cannot change anything in your past. Whatever regrets, traumas, limiting beliefs, stress, fears, doubts in the future, right now is all you have. So you can make a choice right now to step into a new future, or you can stay in the future of the past, carrying that around. Sooner or later, to be Indiana Bear and to step on those adventures, to get on those planes and go to places, I had to let go of the red wagon.
Well, you're not outrunning the boulder with a big wagon.
No, the boulder gets you when they have to see it. I don't know if everyone's seen the show.
The boulder, yeah, she's not. She gets it. Yeah. Well, Forbes Gump isn't running across the country carrying a wagon.
No. Right. But he's running from something.
Yeah.
From the psych ward, obviously.
Okay. Actually, I haven't ever told this story before. This is funny. I'm in the psych ward, and in my mind. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm like, I gotta go exercise. And the nurse is like, I'm not supposed to let you do that. I was like, just let me run around in the yard. Like, just gotta get it out. My brain's gonna melt. She's like, okay, I'll do it. And so I'm running around in circles. And I look over my shoulder, and there are these two guys that work there chasing me. And I stop. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? I'm running in circles, man. What are you chasing me?
Just wait long enough.
I don't really have a joke. That's just a story. All right, we're halfway down here. We're moving on to the fourth truth, which is what you resist persists. And that's important because it's all about how we can manage our life by choosing our obstacles. And I don't know if I'll elaborate on it any further, or if you want to jump in. Okay, cool. So for this game, this has a Phoenix Startup Week unique hideout. So the way this is going to work is we're at Phoenix Startup Week, and Aaron's got a brilliant business idea. Okay?
Well, I don't know that I do yet.
It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be brilliant. That's self-talk. All right, so it's going to be brilliant, okay? We're going to come up with it, and we're going to figure out all of the different obstacles we can take to get there, to achieve our goals, and the different ways that we can hack our way into it. Okay, right? Okay, so from you guys, I need a problem that faces, just a problem, any problem. Shout them out.
Hunger.
Okay? Okay.
Okay, we can do hunger.
Yeah, hunger's great. Hunger's great. And now I need an age range, or just a number. The first number that comes to your head.
33.
33. 33. All right. 33. Hunger. All right. What's up, Tom? Good to see you, man. How you been?
How you doing, Bill?
Oh, good, man. So good to see you again at Phoenix Startup Week.
It's here again. Every year it keeps coming around. Keep getting bigger and bigger.
You hear about those comedians going on Tuesday afternoon? I can't
Yeah.
wait for that one. Yeah.
Stadium show.
Yeah, stadium. Anything new happen to you this year?
I think stadium's important to me. I don't know.
Anything new happen to you this year?
Well, yeah,
Oh, dude, lay it on me. I got 50 million. Well, I mean, there's people that, I don't.
You know people that know people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I have this idea. It's a little rough. I just kind of sketched out on a thing, but okay, I got a business plan tomorrow.
Okay.
It could happen tomorrow.
Let's hear it. What you got?
I'm really focused on hungry 33-year-olds.
Okay. Super specific. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, well, when I was 33, because it's in between, it's like you're out of college, your parents kick you out of your house, but you're not really independent. You don't have that out. There's just this period of time, you can't go to restaurants with grown-ups and coworkers. I'm grade 33-year-olds.
Sure. Okay. I didn't. You got any statistics?
When you were 33, were you hungry?
I'm hungry right now.
Yeah. You look hungry.
Okay. So what's the solution?
So we have this idea that we're building because everybody that's 33 stays home to watch Netflix. They're kind of out of the club scene.
Okay. So they're out of the clubs. They don't have the money to go to restaurants with grown-ups. They're too broke, but they also don't live with their parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the idea is they want to start eating healthier because they really aren't taking off the pounds. And as early we saw, the guy
metabolism slows down. I get it.
Metabolism starts slowing down at 33. So they're healthy, but I think the real idea is then we hide like really some guilty pleasure in there when they order. So we're going to call it guilty pleasures.
Okay, so when they order the food, there's a guilty pleasure in it?
There's a guilty pleasure.
Okay. So
that's our clip.
I love it. I love it. What can I expect for a guilty pleasure?
Well, like flaming hot burritos, but then you can tell everybody, like you tell your parents and friends that you're eating like, this carb-friendly salad.
And in the middle of the salad,
we're going to put the Cheetos underneath or the Snickers underneath.
That's brilliant.
Yes.
I think
so too.
I think
it's worth millions.
I envision a whole frozen food line of it.
It's a great name too. Like it really, it gets the dopamine going.
Yeah. Give me some other suggestions of some healthy foods.
And I'm not going to focus on the healthy food. Like Snickers and Twix.
Yeah, but let's max them together. It's got to be a palate thing, right? Like I don't really know if the Snickers goes with a palate. You know what I'm saying?
We'll have protein bowls.
Okay, love it.
Protein bowls.
Okay, what goes in it? Like, let's do a teriyaki protein bowl. What's on the same palate?
Snickers.
Okay. I love it.
100%. It's just like it's an amped up energy bar. It's just like full of nuts and caramel. And, like it's exciting. Like you get it. You would tell everyone I got this healthy meal, and then all of a sudden you're eating a Snickers.
Yeah, I get it. You're living a lie. I get it. Yeah. Okay. So that's the whole point. Well, I like it.
Aren't all 33-year-olds living a lie?
On Instagram.
Yeah. This is for Instagram.
Oh, I get it.
The box has a hashtag on it.
Oh, they don't even have to eat the healthy food. They're just getting Snickers.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And it's delivery to your door, global. We use like a network system, like DoorDash and all that.
Okay.
So now it just explodes big.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I love it.
Ready to invest in my napkin?
Yeah. I got a due diligence partner and a bunch of other bureaucracy and it's like 9 months before check is ready.
It's okay. We're bootstrapping.
We have to fill out a cap table.
I've already sold like 100,000 boxes locally.
You have?
Yeah.
I see. All right. Okay. Dude, nice. Good. You said guilty pleasures. I thought you were going somewhere totally different. But that's the whole point about like if the idea there was that no matter how ridiculous it was, like we could figure out a way to take on the obstacles to make something happen, right? Like hungry 33-year-olds. Well, that was a manufactured problem that we had, but we came up with a solution that if you guys want it, it's our gift to you. Okay?
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right. So now it's
love for that to be normal.
I was just thinking that what I saw there was what I've seen at really successful hackathons, where the people who come up with brilliant ideas literally just play. Like they literally just say dumb things until something makes sense.
Did you just say
he wants to say your time. No.
I totally agree with you, sir. Yes, man.
Well, yeah, but the play thing is funny. We do that at Change Agent together.
Yeah, so part of it is you gotta have fun. Like our rule number 1 is have fun. What's rule number 2?
Go back to rule number 1.
Alright, it's Fight Club, but it's not a rule. But we don't fight, okay? But it is part of your growth of your company. As much as startups are hard, and I've sold 12 companies, they're really hard to do. But early on, you have to get that core people to have fun doing that. They have to like each other. They have to enjoy that process. They have to grow together. Learning and growing is actually helping everyone step outside their fear. And that's what Change Agent Academy is like, how do you step outside of your fear, outside of your comfort zone? Because we all want to be in our comfort zone. Our comfort zone does not serve us well. Just want you to understand, we don't have growth inside our comfort zone. It is stepping outside that fear into learning and growth And that is when you realize that a company is just energy, and the energy grows. Like if I start this company, this idea, and I will tell you, it's hard to judge early ideas, and this is the thing, is be open-minded, because there's many that never work and they're billion-dollar companies that I passed on investing. It's the growth of the energy. As you get co-founders and other people and it starts growing, that's when you actually start creating the movement. And it is all about the energy of it.
Well, and that segues perfectly into the goals, not the end, the journeys that we're doing.
Yes.
Right? So what we're going to do now is you guys all wrote down goals. Thank you. Some of you wrote your name on it. I told you to keep it anonymous. Hi.
So, quick questions. The fourth point you said, what you resist persists. How do you put that story together? What you did right now with that number 4 point? I didn't get that.
You didn't resist. So if you resist something, you're gonna kill the energy. And it's like the yes and not denying people. When you're brainstorming, the biggest killer of the room is just someone will say, no, that's not gonna work.
Like play, like you said.
It's just playing and having fun. But then it's also choosing your obstacles. Like it doesn't matter who you are. I mean, I can sit and have coffee with a billionaire and they'll talk about like, oh, I gotta hire another jet pilot or whatever. Everyone has problems. It's a crazy thing. CEOs, I've had CEOs cry about something that happened. They're making decisions for their big companies because of something that happened to them when they were 6 years old. We all have trauma. We all deal with it different ways. But not resisting it, actually accepting it, that it's part of a story that you can actually give you fuel to move forward. Now you can choose bigger obstacles. Because whatever idea you come into the Change Agent Academy with, it's going to be a bigger idea going out. Because of everyone around you is always constantly asking you to kind of push that energy up to make that idea get bigger and bigger. The worst thing you want to do is be around, and I'm sure all of you have that because I have it, friends and family, that every time you come to them with an idea, they shoot you down. Just understand, you've got to not listen to people around you that aren't going to support you. It is about growth and learning, and most all people just want you to stay in the comfort zone because they don't want you to change. Change is scary for every single person. People are always scared they're going to grow apart, or your friendships are not, your family. Everybody just wants the same relationship they've always had. In today's world, we have to accept that change is happening to all of us. And that every day we actually have to step outside of fear and into learning and growth, or we will be passed by, every single one of us. There's nobody exempt from this in the world, and we see it every day in the news.
And that segues right into what we're going to do. So we're going to take some of your goals that you guys wrote down, and we're going to talk about how we can make them even bigger and how we can hack our way towards it. So that's the whole idea of change agents, is they support each other. In the last scene, it was like coming up with a ridiculous idea on the spot, brainstorming, playing, right? Not resisting. This one is the goal is not the end of the journey to reward, it's unconditional support. The idea behind it is that if you're a change agent, part of the credo is that when you work with other change agents, you work with people who support them, you have to figure out how you can help them with their goals. No matter what they are or how irrelevant to me they are going to appear. I need a location. Keep going.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. Alright, we're on the Jersey Shore. What up, Brett? Hey, Nick. I had something in my throat, I don't really talk like that.
Nick, I know you've been doing a lot of steroids lately.
Well, hey man, they're not really helping me towards my goal. I was wishing you could help me because my goal is to fix the hole in my heart.
It's important to embrace your feelings.
And I don't have feelings. Why would I have them? Is that what I'm missing?
Nick, I feel you have feelings. You care for me, don't you? You come here every day to work out on the boardwalk.
Yeah, you're right, Brett. Is that love? Alright, let's take a new location. Alright, new location.
You're in an office.
We're in an office.
Great.
Hey, Nick. I didn't know you worked here. I just always saw you at the gym down on the boardwalk.
Yeah. It's a new gig. It's my first day. Yeah.
Well, which side am I supposed to look at? Or the goal?
Yeah.
The goal. well, I want to buy a house so my kids will have a place to call theirs.
Oh, I love it. I took this job so I could travel to Italy. Since we're from the Jersey Shore. Find the heritage.
I'm really glad that you do have emotions. You do care for my idea.
Yeah, man.
You own a house. How can I own a house?
I didn't even know you had a family, so this is awesome.
Yeah. Well, we work out every day on the boardwalk.
I thought we were just two single dudes.
Well, now we're here working together. We can spend some more time together.
Oh, you know what? I'd like to learn more about how I can support your goals. All right, a new location. Disneyland. Disneyland. Boom. Yeah. One of you is sick, dude. Oh, I read that. What's up, Brett? Hey, what's up?
We won the award for the best achievers.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my fourth churro.
I know, man. You earned it. You benched 900 pounds. Yeah.
My goal is to lose 20 pounds. How do you do it?
The churros is a bad start.
How many churros have you had today?
There's this company where I buy a salad and have a churro inside it.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, oh, you know about that? Yeah, this guy asked me if I wanted to invest in it. I said it was a bad idea. I should invest in it. The best way to lose weight, I mean, come on, man, we're at Disney World, we're gonna walk around a lot, and honestly, if you wanted to like lose weight, I think like a new dramatic
Stop eating
change.
churros?
Yeah, so just drop that. Okay.
Oh, that was a good churro.
Yeah, first, but what I think would help is like a dramatic change, like my goal, like I want to move to a foreign country.
Foreign country?
Yeah, well, not really that
Why are
foreign.
you always trying to get out of here? Because I remember last time I worked, you wanted to go to some other country. You wanted to travel to Italy or somewhere?
Yeah, and
Now you want to move to a foreign country?
I'm just hoping to fix the hole in it.
Well, can you help me become a full-time software developer in a really hip company? Because I don't want to work at where we're working anymore, and I can help you buy a plane ticket today.
Okay, that's a great exchange. I know a couple guys that are hiring full-time software developers. You can find them every Thursday, 5 to 7 at 850 North Michigan. Yeah. Startup Week, our partner, I know a bunch of people that are building the innovation ecosystem here. It's not going to help me when I move to a foreign country, but
Have you been to that startup week in Phoenix? Are there developers there?
There were developers there. There were. Yeah. I didn't go.
I need to learn. Is there a developer that I can learn from?
I think so here's what I found out is that there's always these networking events like later in the day, and they're gonna have a whole bunch of opportunities for you to come up and talk to them. All you just need to do, here's how we do it. Here's how you get to meet people. You convince somebody to let you on stage.
Then everybody at least is gonna know the name whether they like you or not.
Exactly. And we can have somebody do that. I'm not gonna do it though because my goal is to improve on delegating tasks to my team.
Okay.
So
am I on your team?
Yes.
I'm on your team, right?
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
Okay, you give me a stage, I'll get you a software development job.
And be kind of like here in the middle of Disney, just like a piece of country. Hey, everybody, gather around! Nick's gonna perform something.
Oh, right here, huh? Right here. Mickey looks pissed. All right. That scene. Very good. It's our last game, but the importance is some of those goals were great. I love them. Some were very specific. I would love to help somebody improve the delegating the tasks of the team. I think that was awesome. Yep. The idea behind it, though, is that if you have somebody behind you, it goes to what we say, the who, not how. Yeah. Right?
Who, not how.
What is that?
So, a lot of times, and I say this to people coming up, it's like you want to learn everything. Really, you got to find your passions and your purpose and start to learn specifically in that area. And then you got to think not how to do everything. A lot of people are going, I got to learn everything. And I'll tell you, I learned this the hard way because coming up, I was CEO, and I thought I had to learn every single task and do everything, and that just suffocated the growth. It's more about who can be on your team to solve some of those problems. The best leader in the world is someone who has surrounded by people that can do the job better than them.
Yeah, not how can I reach my goal, but who can I take with me on my journey?
Yes.
Right.
So as you know, when raising capital, and I've raised over $100 million in different ventures, it really is about your management team. Actually, the idea we just had very much with the right management team, as crazy as that sounds, would actually get funded. I mean, I've seen worse ideas get funded. I think you've all seen worse ideas get funded. But it is really figuring out who is the people around, and that's what's important about coming to these events and actually getting to know people and actually letting your guard down to say, what are your goals?
Yeah.
Because when you share your goal, that's actually putting it out in the world. And if you go around and share it with everyone, all of a sudden you're going to start seeing this thing called frequency illusion, which you all probably know what that is. You just didn't know it. How many of you, when you bought a car, you thought you had like the only car that was that car, right? And then you drove around the corner and then you saw that car again and again and again. This is your life in every area of your life. When you're conscious and you actually start putting your goals and you let your self-talk go, because your self-talk will defeat that talk. When you're walking into your future, you literally are starting to see the opportunities appear to you. And some of you, how many of you have had this opportunity? When you start thinking about something, all of a sudden things start coming in your way. People start stepping in to help you to get where you need to go. That is what you got to realize, is that energy is growing around that idea. So whoever wants to be a software developer, make sure you tell everyone in here that.
We just did, but we don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can hook that up. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Do?
No, I'm here to teach you to be a software developer.
Oh, look at that! All right. Very cool.
Every Thursday at Desert Cafe, 5 to 7. 2 free drink tickets.
Oh, it's been on drink tickets and education.
Yeah.
What it is really understanding is putting out that energy and that frequency, that vibration. What you want will actually attract in, and there is no secret to it. It just really is letting people know where you want to go, and then asking people to help, asking people where you want to go with it.
Yep, and it leads into the last truth. It's our last game. Enjoy the moment. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So the idea is that, if you're going to move forward and you're going to ask for help, you actually need to let go of the past. And you need to stop living in the red wagon. All these other truths all bleed together, right? If you're going to recreate yourself, rebrand yourself, get a new writer in your writer's room, you have to address that stuff in the wagon. So what you can do in the Change Agent Academy, and what you can do just as a change agent, just going out into the world, is you can confide, right? And you can explain how this is the most important moment of your life. Every regret you have, every mistake you made, whatever, they all worked out because you're right here. And that's the whole point. So if you rewrite your past and you understand that more, and you can make good with that and be grateful for it, that's how you end up being really appreciative of being in the moment. So now, we're going to run a game where we are going to confide in each other. And these are
we're going to confide sessions.
Okay. So for this game, last game. Can we get some energy? Last game. I made an example of a two-person activity.
Double
Dutch?
Tug of war.
Kayaking. Tug of war. Connect. I heard kayaking, tug of war, or double dutch. Take a pick. Okay.
Boxing.
Nope.
I like that.
All right, we're going to go kayaking. Yeah. Hey.
I heard this river that's really gnarly down there.
Okay. Sweet. I'm excited. I'm looking for some adventure today. Really critical swans out here on the lake.
I think these people they really want to kayak. They're like, you're very critical of me going down this river.
Hey man, I had this thought, and I don't know who to share it with, so I'm just going to share it with you. The days are essential to a good life. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
I heard you hear something in the distance.
Yeah, what is that?
It sounds like water falling. But I gotta say something because this gets hairy up here. I just gotta get this off my chest.
Okay.
I rear-ended someone when I was 16 and convinced my dad that someone backed my car into it. Never told anyone.
Well, I mean, it must have been believable.
How do I get over that?
I don't know. What's your emotion you got on it? How do you feel about it?
I feel really bad.
Still? That was like 40 years ago, dude. You've been hanging on that for like 40 years?
How old do you think I am? I wouldn't be kayaking if I was that old.
You're right. Well,
Obviously, I'm not doing it very well.
I think the way you can get over it is you can just be okay with, like what you learned from it, right? There's no mistakes. You either win or you learn. So what'd you learn?
Learned I got away with it. I think I'm growing from it right now, though. Like what you just said made a lot of sense.
Is there anything else you learned from it? Maybe something that's more productive? You clearly have something else to say.
This is what I really wanted to tell you.
Okay. Did that other thing happen, or was that just a smoke screen?
No, it happened.
Okay.
But I almost accidentally killed my sister when I was 8.
Please tell me you weren't driving then. We don't need to get into the details. Yeah, that got weird.
But the good thing is that she lived.
Okay, great. Yeah. Right. And you learned not to do that ever again, right? Or that you got away with it, I'm not sure.
I think what I'm learning is, as I go through life, is that I gotta accept what's happening, but
Sure.
really look to the future to learn from the things that may have been mistakes. Because I made mistakes.
Hey, I make mistakes too, man. I mean, like, for example, I am really judgmental of people who are late, and I was late today.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I know you're a big fan of U2, but I do not like the band U2.
Well, like the band U2, I hurt a lot of people making my first million.
All right. Well, I think we can take most of this before we go over this waterfall.
Let's just be present, man. Let's forget about the past. It's not going to work any well present. Also, my arm.
Let's race.
Okay, let's do it. And my confession, if we don't make it over this waterfall, just so you know, I dream about my success every night.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I know. That's a really cool confession.
On your water? Before you go to bed?
Yeah. You got anything else to say before we jump off this boat?
Are we jumping or falling?
I'm in the kayak.
I'm falling too.
All right.